Hey guys, today I'm going to go ahead and play a solo of Red Rising. And so here we have it. We have it set up. We have the AI deck over here. We have D, B, A, and C. We have those going. Um, and the AI has its deck here. And so let's get started, guys. So I am going to go first. And so let's go and take a look at my cards. So we have Victra. Okay. So you gain the gold. Until her deploy power is gain the bottom card of this location and banish Victra unless you deploy her on gold. Okay. Um, then we have Diplomat, which will allow us to the deploy powers you and an opponent of your choice may place one influence on the institute. Okay, not bad. Mod job. If deployed directly on top of a red or brown, deploy that card to the top of another location. And then if you have the Sovereign token, gain the bottom card on Luna. However, Octavia is actually worth negative 30 points if I don't have the Sovereign token or Lysander. Um, so, and I don't see Lysander anywhere. Then we have Pax Telemanus. He's a block card, and he says when an opponent tries to steal or banish your cards, reveal this to block them. Okay, not too bad. Okay, so let's see what's available over here. So we got Vlogger, we got Ugly Dan, Judge, and Conversationalist. So let's see. Who do I want? Well, this guy's got an endgame power, which will allow me to. You may treat this card as if it is any one other color, in addition to gray. You know what? I do have Jupiter, which allows me to move once on the fleet track if I have a sovereign token. And I can see that this guy here, the vlogger, if you're further on the fleet track than the player to your right, give them the vlogger. Gain the top two cards of the deck, then end your turn. But that's not the important part. The important part is bottom. If I'm the furthest on the fleet track or tied for the furthest, that's 23 points. That guy's a worth total of 30 points. So which one do I want to give up? Well, you know what? I'm not a big fan of Octavia. I know she's worth 30 points, but so is the vlogger. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and drop her. We do see that the AI will gain more points off of even cards, so we don't want to give him any even cards, including this one. So something to think about. Let's go ahead and just put it here on top of the conversation list, and we will take the vlogger. Okay, very nice. And then we will take the Jupiter action. And so I will go ahead and move my fleet token up one. Cool, not bad. Now it's the AI's turn. And so let's go ahead and see what the first card is. Okay, that's all right. And let's go and reveal the second one. Now we will do these in order, so let's see what happens. So first, we're going to go ahead and take a card, place it on D. Okay, the assassin. And then she will take a card from, well, there it is. The card that I placed. She's taking it. Okay, so that's going to be worth 6 points at the end of the game for her. And then on the second card, we're going to go ahead and place a card where the sovereign token is, or Luna. Okay, Bondeles. And then she's going to take a card from A, which is this one. And so, cool, another even card. And then the bonus is going to trigger. That's what this star means. And so it's going to give her the sovereign token. And then she's going to go ahead and do Jupiter. So she's also going to move up the fleet track. All right, so it's back to my turn. So remember, I want to clip the Vlogger. So I'm just going to set that one down because I know I want to keep it. It just means I got to focus on the fleet track. And then looking at these guys, And looking at the board, what else do I want to do? Well, we already know that the AI has collected 2 even cards. So it's already a total of 12 points plus the base 70 that it gets. You know what? I'm not a big fan of blocking cards. It hasn't been helpful in solo mode, and he is a odd card. So let's go ahead, and I think I'm going to place this card on top of that judge, and I'm going to go ahead and take Ugly Dan. He's a pretty ugly dude. And then because I took the Mars action, I'm going to go ahead and take some helium. Cool. Okay, so we're back to the AI. It is the AI's turn now, or rather again. So first we'll reveal the first card, then the second. So it looks like she's going to be dropping a lot of cards on B. So we'll take this card, Holiday, Gray Security. Okay, she's going to go ahead and take one from here. Cool, odd. Looks like it's an odd card, so very nice. 3 points for her. And then she is going to activate this, so she is going to go up the fleet track again. Alright, she's moving on up. Alright, next card. She's going to place a card on B. Sponsor. At the end, she gets 2 VP for each of your influence tokens at the Institute. Not bad, especially if we manage to get first place. Okay, and she's going to take a card from Jupiter. Awesome, another odd. And then she's going to activate, and alright, she is moving up there on Jupiter. Okay, so let's see what else we got. What else we can do. Okay, so looking at the board, there are about 3 evens on there, which is worth 6 points for her. That's okay. I think I'm a big fan of, let's see what's out there. So I'm looking for the Howlers for Victra. I should have probably looked at the point at the end, but for Victra, I am looking for Howlers. 10 VP with Howlers and 10 VP with Servo or Darrow. I don't see them out there. The Diplomat. 19 points if you and any opponent have the same exact amount of influence on the Institute. You know what? That's not bad, given that there are 3 from a neutral player. I just need 3 to gain 19 points. You know what? Not too shabby. I like that. So I'm actually going to get rid of Mod Job. I'm not a big fan of Mod Job. It's kind of boring. And honestly, there aren't that many brown or red cards. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and play Mod Job. Let's go ahead and just place it here on top of the judge. And then I'm going to go ahead and take Jackal. Alright, and I get 30 points if I have the Sovereign token. However, I get negative 30 if I'm with Darrow or Octavia. And don't forget, I got rid of Octavia earlier. So not too bad. Okay, so that's what I did. That's going to give me Jupiter. Got to keep moving up that track. Okay, so let's go and see what AI wants to do. Okay, that's the first card and the second. Okay, so first we're going to deploy a card over to the Institute Administrator. Interesting. And then she's going to take a card from A. Okay, that's another 6 points right there. Come on, I can do better. And she's going to activate. Alright, she does not stop moving up Luna. Okay, so then the second card, we're going to deploy card 2A, okay, 4D Painter, and she's going to take a card from Mars. Cool, another even card, and she does not activate that extra ability. Okay. All right, so I think I want to keep the Diplomat and the Vlogger. They seem pretty good. However, looking at this card right here, 4D Painter. So it's 31 points if each of your cards is a different color. Interesting. However, I do have a purple card, and the painter is a purple card. It's not bad. This is 40 points. That's gonna be another 10 points on top of that. But I do need the sovereign token, so that's not a bad move. Yeah, you know what? Let's go and do that. I'm gonna get rid of the vlogger, move him to Jupiter, and then I'm gonna take 4D painter, add him to my cards, and then I'm going to take the sovereign token. And because I did that, that's going to allow me to activate my ability here, which means I can move my fleet up. Cool. Not a bad move. Alright, so let's go and move back to the AI. Okay, what is she going to do? Okay, she's going to go to C. Okay, so she's going to take a card, place it here. Okay, another odd card. She's going to take a card from Mars. Not bad. That's an odd card. That's good for us. That's 3 VP. And she's going to activate that. So she's going to take Helium. Sorry guys, I did that off screen. Okay, now for the second AI card, we're going to go ahead and take one of these, put it there. Now, in case you didn't know, A0 is even for all intents and purposes. So if she gains that, that's an even card. That's another 6 points for her. Okay, and then she's going to take a card from me. There we go again. It's an even card. And then she's going to activate. So she's going to take the sovereign token. And she's going to move up the fleet track. She's killing me with that fleet track. Okay, now it is my turn again. Now remember, I did gain this card, which will allow me to get 31 points if each of my cards is a different color. So now my goal has changed, and I am going to try and get different colored cards. I do happen to have 2 gold, and now I need to get rid of one. And I also need the sovereign card to make this one work. But let's look at what's on the board. So this card will give me 22 points if it's with a judge, but the judge is gone. And I also don't need a copper because I already have a copper. I don't have a yellow. However, she's going to give me 5 gold for every yellow, which is nuts. Sorry. She's going to give me 5 gold, 5 points for every gold I have, but if I'm trying to do this guy, the 4D painter, I'm not going to be able to do that. You know what? Let's go ahead and take a gamble. And so the other thing I can do on my turn is I can go ahead and scout. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Or you know what, better yet, let's go ahead and deploy. So I think we're going to deploy this card. So, and again, what she does is I gain the bottom card of this location. And if it's not this card, I banish Victra unless she deployed her on a gold. She is an even card, so I don't like that. And so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go ahead and deploy her on Jupiter. But so gain the bottom card of this location if it's not this card. Okay, that's going to give me the vlogger back. I'm not a big fan of the vlogger. However, I know, you know what, that's an odd card, and let's not worry about that. We'll deploy her here. I'll gain the bottom card, which is orange. Okay, at least that's different, right? I don't even know what it does, but it looks like I get 10 victory points if with a gold and 10 if with no obsidians. And at the end, I may treat this card as having the same name as any specific character. That's actually not bad. That's not too bad. I actually like that. So let's continue this here. Uh, Banish Victra unless you deployed her on a gold. And she isn't on gold, so she is banished. I'll just put her off to the side over here. Okay, and let's not forget, after I do that, I gain the top card of the deck, then roll the rising die and gain the resulting bonus. So I will gain this card, Danto, okay, and then I get to roll this die. Ah, the Institute, finally. Okay, so it's one for the Institute. All right, and actually let's see what Danto does. Move a copper or white from any location to directly under this card. You may gain that card if you do in your turn. He's alright, nothing great. Not worth much. I think I am going to keep the Jackal, but I do have to decide between Ugly Dan and Danto. But you know what? Let's get back to the AI. It's her turn, right? Okay. And she still has a Sovereign token. Lucky her. Okay. So, got 1 and 2. Okay. So she is going to deploy to A. Okay, got Aja. And she's going to take from C. Okay, so that's 3 points. Not bad. But she is going to activate, and that's going to trigger a victory point over to C, or to the Institute. Now we got this one. We're going to go and place a card on Luna, the reporter. Okay, not bad. And then we're going to take a card from B. Ooh, 6 points. All right. And she's going to take a Helium. Okay. It's not looking too good for you guys. All right. So let's go ahead and look at what I have. Okay. So this guy Danto, I don't like. I don't like either of these. However, you know what? It doesn't even matter. I could get rid of both, even if they're even. It is what it is. So I do need to move on further up the fleet track, because actually, well, I guess it's not too big of a deal. I guess the important part would be to make sure I'm keeping up on the Institute. Yeah, so let's go and place this guy on Mars, and then I'm going to take, let's take the reporter simply because she's an even card. And then I'm going to move up. I'm going to take the Sovereign token back, and then I'm going to move up the fleet track. Okay, the AI's turn. So see, as you can see, this game moves on pretty fast. Okay, now we got this card, and we have this card. All right. So let's activate those. So she's going to place a card on Jupiter, Evie, right? And she's going to take A. Man, it's like she knows when I get the Sovereign token. She's going to activate, and then she's going to move up the fleet track. Okay, next she's going to place a card at the Institute. Ah, look at that, 25 VP. Not bad. And then she's going to take a card from C. Well, she's going to take the card she just placed, and she's going to activate that, and she's going to place a token at the Institute. So now she's got 2, and remember, the Diplomat, I want to keep up. So, alright, let's go ahead and keep going. Not too bad, guys, not too bad. I do want to get rid of the reporter. She's kind of useless to me. And I already have a copper. I have a gold. I have a gray. I do not have a pink. However, she's only worth 15, simply because I don't have Darrow. You know what? Yes, let's just go ahead and do this. I'm going to place her on top of Danto. Then I'm going to go ahead and take Tactus, which is going to give me the Sovereign token, She's going to trigger Jupiter and move up the fleet track. Okay, not ideal, but okay. Alright, so now the AI's turn again. Oh, something new. So she's going to place a card in A, but she's going to take it. Another odd, okay. But she's not going to activate the ability. Instead, she's going to, oops, I'm sorry. Let me do that again. So she played a card to A, and then she put it into her deck, and now she's going to banish a card. Okay, now it's this card. Now we're going to do this card. She's going to place a card on Mars. She's going to take D, which is an odd card, okay, and then she's going to activate the ability. Okay, so she's actually met the first, one of the first of the 3 things that can end the game, getting 7+ on the fleet track, 7+ at the Institute, or 7+ on helium. So right now we've only met one of those conditions. So, alright, cool. So I do want to keep up with the Institute, so I'm actually just going to go ahead and get rid of Tactus, gain the Administrator, and then I'm going to simply place a token at the Institute. Easy turn, nothing crazy. Let's see what she's going to do. Okay, 1, 2. Alright, so she's going to go ahead and place a card at the fleet, the Howlers, and she's going to take, look at that guys, she's taking another odd card, not bad for me. She's going to trigger Mars, and she's going to gain a helium. Now the second one, she's going to place another card on B. Okay, an Assassin, Obsidian Assassin. And she's going to take the card at the Institute, another odd. I'm killing it here, guys. The luck's on my side. Okay, so there is an Obsidian there. Not worth much though. What is worth a lot is actually going to be, well, let's see. Huh. See, what's funny is this card is worth 30, with 15 points going if I have the least influence on the Institute, or tied for the least. That's not bad because that's gonna be something I have to worry about less. This card, however, is worth 35 points. So it's worth 5 more points, but it does require that I focus a little bit on the Institute. I'm not sure what to do. This is 25, and 5 points extra for each brown and red, but there aren't any. You know what? Let's get rid of the Administrator. I'm going to place her back on top of Tactus. It's going to cover up that 20 points. And then, just for the hell of it, I am going to go ahead and take, let's take Jolho. Okay, that's going to give me one more, and that's going to tie me up for, or that's going to activate pretty much the Diplomat if I just stay there. Okay, because I am tied with the neutral player. So now let's go ahead and check out the AI again. Let's see what she's going to do. Okay. Alright. Okay. Let's see what that does. So she's going to take a card, put it on A, and then she's going to take a card from Jupiter. Okay. That's an even card, so that's 6 points. Then she's going to place a card on C. Ooh, a red card. Don't have one of those. And then she's going to go ahead and take a card from D. So she's going to take that blogger from me. Not that I wanted him, right? Okay, so immediately I already know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of Jolfo, take Harmony. And I don't actually want her. Um, actually, hmm, you know what? Let's go ahead and cancel this. I will take masseuse instead. He's 16 points if with a copper, and we have a copper. Okay, so that's going to give me the sovereign token. It's going to activate this again. I'm going to move up this track one more time. Now we do have to shuffle up this deck. That way the AI has some fresh moves. Guys, I'm feeling pretty confident about this. It's looking pretty good. It's 12 a.m. Might have to go get a Diet Coke just so I can stay up to finish this game, but in a good way. Alright, let's just go ahead and give it a little more shuffle ruffle. Bada bing, bada boom. First action. And let's go ahead and flip that so we can actually have it on the right side. Okay. So she's going to place a card on A. Servo, look at that. We've been looking for that guy. But look at that. 20 points if with Victra, the Howlers, or a red. Harmony's looking a little nicer now. Okay. Then she's going to take C. She's going to take Harmony. Doesn't even matter. And then she's going to place a token on the Institute. Then she's going to go ahead and place a card at Jupiter. Ooh, green. Don't have green, guys. Then she's going to take A. She's going to take Servo. Alright, well, goodbye, Servo. Then she's going to take the Sovereign token back from me and move up the fleet track. Okay, so what happens when she reaches 10 is she's going to start activating other things. So, not too good, guys. Not too good. Okay, so I am going to keep these again, right? So that's Diplomat and that is the Masseuse. Okay, because the Masseuse is going to be worth 30 points. Not bad. Not too bad. I'm not a big fan of Ugly Dan. I know it's worth 20 VP, but you know what? Instead of doing that, I kind of like what's going on. Let's just go ahead and do the scouting ability, or scouting turn, which means I'm going to reveal the top card of the deck and place it, not deploy it, any location, and I gain that bonus. So I'm going to go ahead and take it. Lysander. Okay. Okay, Lysander, and I get 20 points if you have the Sovereign token, Octavia or Cassius. Let's go ahead and deploy it at the Institute, and that's going to allow me to place a token. I really should be focusing on helium as well, but it is what it is. Alright, so now it's the AI's turn. And these are her options. Okay, so she's going to place a card at A, and she's going to take the card at Jupiter. Okay, then she's going to place a card at Mars or B. Then she's going to take the card at Jupiter and activate that ability. I'm telling you guys, she's hungry for fleet. She's hungry to fly. Okay. Alright, those are my cards, and those are the main cards available now. So let's see, what do we want? Well, we have a gold. We need the sovereign token. So I think what we're going to do, or what I'm going to do is, see if I play this card, it's going to allow me to do a double sovereign, because when I play it, the deploy ability is gain the sovereign token, which is going to trigger my Jupiter card, and then I'm going to take a card from Luna, which is going to also give me the sovereign token again, which is going to put me at 8. But you know what? this is an easy 40 points. I think I'm going to get rid of Ugly Dan. So I'll put Ugly Dan there, and I'll take Karnas, and I'll take the Sovereign token, and that's going to put me up the fleet track. Alright, hopefully that was a smart move. Okay. So first thing AI is going to want to do, excuse me, she's going to want to place a card at Jupiter. Then she's going to take a card from Mars, and she's going to take some helium because she activates Mars. Then she's going to take C. Ooh, okay, that's actually one I don't have. Might be a good way to get rid of Karnas. So we have C. Then she's going to take a card from D. She's going to take Darrow, one of the leaders. Alright, that's 6 points for her. Lucky her. Alright, so I already know what I'm going to do. I'm going to get rid of Karnas, and I'm just going to put him on top of Ugly Dan. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and take the green card. Don't even know what it does. But it says, look at the top 3 cards of the deck. Place one of them face down at the top of each location. These cards are considered colorless while they are face down. And I do get 22 points if there's at least one location with no cards or where the top card is face down. Interesting. Okay. And that's going to let me place a token at the Institute. So I do have 5. I'm 2 away from meeting another one of the criteria because I've already met 7. So it's when one person meets 2 of the 3, or when 3 are met. Okay, so that was my turn. Now it is her turn again. Okay, so she's going to take a card, place it on C. Then she's going to take a Mars card. Well, that's an even card, and then she's going to activate Mars. Man, she's moving on up. And she's going to place a card on Mars, and she's going to take a card from Luna. Activating the ability, she's going to take the Sovereign token back and move up the fleet track. Okay, she's good. She's real good. Okay, I'm running out of options here. I gotta stop with the Institute if I want to unlock the Diplomat. Let's see, I'm going to just go ahead and scout. Okay, Victus blue. This is worth another 35 points, but I'm going to go ahead and block there just to do that and take the Sovereign token back, which is going to put me up the fleet track. Okay, alright guys, we're doing it. So, got a couple more turns. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and look at the main board. So she's going to place a card on B, and she's going to take a card from the Institute. Okay, then she's going to place a card at the Institute, and she's going to take it back. Lucky her, it's an even card. And then she can place a token at the Institute. Okay, not too shabby. So, what do I want to do now? I'm a big fan of Invictus because I can be tied. So you know what? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and place this card at the Institute. I'm not a big fan of it, but let's go and look at the top 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. So look at the top 3 cards of the deck. Place one of them face down at the top of each location. These cards are considered colorless while they are face down. Okay, so 3 locations. That's 1, 2. I'm guessing I can place one here. But I'm guessing not. I don't understand. But okay, I placed her down. And then what I'm going to do, since that's out of the way for me, I'm just going to gain the top card. Ooh, okay. I mean, it's white, it's 15 points, not bound, and I'm going to roll this dice. Okay, and so what that means is that I can reveal the top card of the deck and place it on any location. Not too great, but okay. So Mustang, sure, okay, I'll just place her over here on Jupiter. It is what it is. Okay, now it is AI's turn. Automas, I believe is her name. Okay, so she's going to place a card on A, but then she's going to keep the card. Ooh, that would have been a nice one right there. 28 points with the violet. Okay, and then she's going to banish a card. She's banished Orion. Then she's going to place a card on D, Lorne, and then she's going to take a card from C. Okay. Alright. So we are close to ending the game. I guess at this point, I will get rid of the Justice to take this colorless card, which I'm guessing I can then flip. Okay. Ooh, look at that, 25, 35 points of no gold. But anyway, doing that's going to trigger Luna, which is going to trigger this, which is going to move me up the fleet track. Okay, now we're going to look at the AI. Okay, so first she's going to place a card on A. Then she's going to take this colorless card. Okay, and it is even. Then she's going to take a card and place it on B. And she's going to take a card from D. Okay. And she's going to activate Jupiter. However, she cannot move to Jupiter anymore. So she is going to... Let me see what she does next, actually. Let's see. Okay, so I just gained the bonus of another location. So in this case, we look at this card. It's going to the left, so she's going to gain the Institute. Okay. So now we are tie again for that. Okay. So it's time to end the game, I think, right? I'm going to get rid of Arliss. No, you know what? I think I'm just going to go ahead and take this and put it somewhere. So I'm going to go ahead and scout. And I'm going to scout and I'm going to put it here. Sorry, a bunch of even cards anyways. And I'm going to gain a helium for putting it there. Okay, so AI is our turn. Okay. So she's going to place a card at the Institute. And she's going to take a card from A. Okay, she's going to trigger that. She's going to take my prize again. And then she's going to place another token. Well, going to the left, she's going to gain a helium. Okay, because she couldn't go on Jupiter anymore. Then she's going to place a card on B. Take the card. This is the card I wanted. Oh, I'm sorry. She's taking the card I wanted, guys. She's taking that. And then she's going to activate that. Boom, boom. And this is going to the right. So she's going to put a token here. And she's going to keep a sovereign token. So you can see she's at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 helium and 6 on the Institute. So she's about to end the game. So let's go ahead and finish up this last turn, I guess. Not too happy about this. If I want to keep up with this copper, I'm going to need to place something at the Institute. So I'm happy with what I have. There's nothing I see that's going to do anything crazy for me, so I'm just going to scout, put her here, and that's going to let me place another token at the Institute. So again, we are tie. Okay, guys. Let's see what she's going to do. Remember, she's going to take the last turn. So first, she's going to go ahead. Oh, I just realized I don't even have the sovereign token, guys. Fuck. Well, excuse my language. Let's hope that she doesn't win. She's going to place a card there. She's going to take a card from B. And she's in the game. Well, great. Okay, then her second action is going to take a card here. Then she's going to take a card from A. Yeah, and then she's going to place an Institute. So she just robbed me of a ton of points. And I'm sorry, you guys didn't even see what happened. So she played a card here, then she took it, which would have been this guy. Then she would have triggered Luna, which takes a sovereign token and moves up the fleet, but she can't. So she takes the next bonus, which is the Institute. So congratulations to you, AI. Okay, well, that was interesting, to say the least. Okay, so that ends the game. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add up my points. Okay, so we got the solo AI, and we have myself. I do have one endgame victory. You may treat this card as having the same name as any specific character, which could come in handy. Let's see. No, it does not. So it does nothing for me. Okay. Then we have the cards. So we have 15 just on the base plus 10. That's going to be 25. Plus 14. That's going to be 39. Plus 10. It's going to be 49. Plus 9. That's going to be 58. Plus 16. That's going to be 72 points just off the base of the cards. Then let's go ahead and check out these. So 10 with a gold, we know that it is. And she's not with any obsidians, so that's 20 points. Then we got this one with no golds. Got a gold for nothing. Then we have this one, if with a copper, yes, so that's another 16 points. Then we have this one, if with the sovereign token, nope. Then we have this one, which is 31, if this card with the different colors, which it is. Very cool. And this one, if you and any opponent have the exact same amount of influence, we do not. So nothing there. So this total is going to bring me to, let's see, it's 2 in the morning, so I'm not that smart right now. 2 plus 20 plus 16 plus 31. It's going to be 139. Not great, guys, not great. And on the fleet track, that's going to be 39 points. Here we got 3 VP each, that's 6. I don't have the sovereign token. And then I did get second place on the fleet track. I'm sorry, on the Institute, so that's going to give me 2 VP per, and I have 6 of them, so that's 12 points. And I don't have 7 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. So I don't get any negative points. Now let's go ahead and do the AI. So the way the AI works is we're going to split her cards, even and odd. So even, odd, even, odd, odd, even, odd, even, odd, Oops, excuse me. Even, odd, 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 odd. Good job, guys. Even, odd, odd, even. Oops, that's not even. Odd, odd, even, odd, even, even, odd, odd, even, odd, odd, even, even, odd, odd, even, even. So what we're going to do first, we're going to count these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so that's going to be, so she's going to get 16 times 6 points plus 4 times 3, because you're only going to give her 20 cards. Okay, okay, so that's going to be 108 points. And let's not forget her base 70, guys. And on the fleet track, she's at 43. Oh, she whooped my ass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 7, she's got 21 points there. She got the sovereign token. And she got 7 times 4, so 28 points there. She gets 0. Alright, let's see, what do you guys think? So 70 plus 108 plus 43 plus 21 plus 10 plus 28. 280 points. Pretty sure that's a record for her. And then myself, I got 139 plus 39 plus 6 plus 12. 186. Pretty sure that's the worst score I've ever gotten. Well, I appreciate you guys for hanging out and watching me lose. This has been Board Game Bros, and I'll see you later.